There's a lot riding on this today because if Dr. Lee can't help me, then I might be in fear for my job. And I'm worried that maybe the next time I do my physical, it might get bigger and then I might not be able to pass my CDL physical.
If you would just follow me, we're gonna head down to our consult room to meet Dr. Lee.
Okay. I brought a picture of my wife. I know she's with me in my heart, and I know she's looking down at me, telling me, you got this, Jim. So I'm doing it for Lori, and I'm also doing it for myself.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you Mr. Kress,
I am.
James? So what brings you here? You want to start from the beginning?
I do. I have a lump on the back of my neck here.
Okay, I see
Can
that.
you see that?
Yes.
And I got a bigger one here.
You just got a lot of lumps, huh?
I do.
Okay. So you have a bump on your neck. First of all, how long have you had that?
About 17 years, maybe even longer.
How old is the one on your thigh?
About maybe 7 years or
Okay.
so. My wife and I used to watch you, and she kept
Okay.
saying we needed to write in to see if, she could help you. And unfortunately, she passed in February, so we wasn't able to do it, so. I brought a picture. I don't know if you want to see it, my wife.
Of course I do.
I'm sorry.
Of course I do. So it's really nice to know.
That was us in,
Oh.
we were in Estes Park, and that was the last time we were in Colorado, so.
You both look so happy. Was it rather sudden? What happened?
It was,
or-
well, she was a smoker, of course, but then they said she had the coronavirus.
Okay.
So she went in Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and she was gone the following Monday.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
how fast it was, so, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you.
So let's see if we can't help you, but I need to take a look first here, okay?
It really breaks my heart what James has been going through this last year. He's such a sweetheart, but really we should remind ourselves that it's because of his wife that he's here in the first place.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a feel of it if
Okay.
you don't mind, okay? So it feels like it moves around pretty well back and forth. It makes me think this is probably a lipoma. So I think there's a good chance that we can remove this. But let me see this little back one here, okay? The finale here. I'm gonna move it around. Yeah, this feels like a lipoma. And it's not surprising that this moves around a little bit more stiffly because this is like probably some of the thickest skin on our body. Well, I think that the good news is I don't see anything that is really concerning to me. I think that they definitely take away joy from you, certainly. And I feel like you need some joy these days.
Yeah, my self-esteem would
We all-
probably go a lot higher, and my confidence for myself,
I truly hope that his wife is sending extra support from above, and I hope this all moves really smoothly, me removing this area on his leg and on his neck so that he can start his new chapter in his life.
Ready to come inside?
I am.
Come on over.
I do have a little bit of worries about the whole procedure.
Okay, let's take a look.
This is a big job for Dr. Lee, and I just hope that she don't get overwhelmed with my issues that I have.
Okay, let's see what you got under here, huh?
But you're gonna feel it getting real kind of tight.
Oh, it is. Ooh.
You feeling okay?
I'm gonna use the tumescent technique, which is when we dilute the anesthesia so we can numb up more areas of the body. The technique that I use in numbing also reduces the incidence of bleeding, and that's really important because he's got two areas here. I'm gonna tackle the one on his leg first to really ensure that there's less bleeding there, because certainly if there's increase in bleeding, there's increase in complications, there's increase in risk, then I may not be able to proceed and tackle his neck bump as well.
Okay, make sure nothing ever hurts, okay?
Okay.
I see the lipoma here. It's a lipoma. So I use my finger a little bit, just because it's nice, it's not sharp. Trim my nails just for this. It's actually pretty free on this side, so I'm gonna just give you a squeeze. You okay? Okay, I'll show them to you in just a second here. You're doing awesome. So it's making noises now. It does remind you of chicken a lot, doesn't it?
My wife used to love chicken broth.
Chicken broth, that's yummy. Almost gone.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez.
A lot of bumps to them. Nice and flat now.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting looking lipoma. It almost had little tentacles. And sometimes those are a bear to remove because all those little fingers are really stuck in there, almost like vacuum sealed in there, and they're really hard to pull out. But his just popped right out. How did you meet your wife?
We were a grocery store romance, actually.
That's kinda cool.
I was a night stalker, and she was up in where the registers was. She would go home at like 11 o'clock, and each one of us stalkers would always walk the ladies to their car. And so I picked her, and we just hit it off.
Aw, that's lovely. All right, that looks pretty darn good. Let me sit you up a little so you can see it.
I'm looking at my leg, and there's no bump. I'm in shock because it's been there for so long, and it's just like something's missing now.
So we got to get you all situated again in the right position, and we'll start working on the one behind your neck here.
Okay.
James' lipoma on his leg was just one good squeeze, and it was gone with a breeze. You might think that the hard work is over, but actually the more difficult, more complicated case on the back of the neck, over the spinal cord, these areas tend to have very thick skin, and they tend to be tethered in a lot of fibrous tissue. They're hard to get to. Okay, so like I said, you shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you. I see the lipoma here. It's crowning right now. Are you okay?
I am.
Okay, I feel the little pockets this one has found its way into. It's like it's found this space and it's been trying to grow in this tight space for a while. And what's going on right here? Let me see again. I'm trying to keep this thing whole, and it's kind of not letting me. It's telling me I think I need to, if I took it out in a piece, if I cut it in half, I bet you then it'll be like, it'll just slip out then. Is that to you too? I'm gonna just kind of remove this into pieces here. I'm gonna have to cut it in pieces. I'm gonna cut his lipoma in half because it's gonna let me see what's going on underneath there, and it will probably ensure that I have a better chance of removing this. I'm sorry I couldn't keep this in one full piece. It wouldn't let me. It's part of it. Okay, closing it up now.
Okay.
For this kind of bump, it really wasn't that bad. Maybe it's because James is so sweet, or maybe his wife is looking down upon us, just blessing this lipoma. After all, she was a popaholic. You did awesome, like awesome.
Oh my gosh.
You got your neck back. Look at that gorgeous neck profile.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, geez.
It looks really good.
It's been years that I've been able to feel my own neck and be able to move my head all the way back and move it to the right. Oh, my word. Well, I could actually go to the barber shop and not be embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
The one that I had on my neck, I was kind of worried about my job because you have to pass a physical every 2 years and they measure your neck. So now I won't have to worry about that anymore. Before I leave, Dr. Lee, I hate to ask you, but can you sign my picture with me and my wife, please?
Oh my gosh, of course. Are you kidding me? I would love to give tribute to her.
I felt Lori being with me gave me the inspiration to be able to go through all this.
I just put to Lori in heaven and to James, cheers, because you guys are having a beer.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, I adore you, okay?
Thank you.
Mwah. Have a safe trip back, okay?
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. This is a start of a new chapter for me with my lumps gone, and I'll be able to go into next year with more confidence and more self-esteem for myself.